Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL, and we appear to be wearing some Havoc jerseys.
What? Are we going back in time?
Let's get back in time.
Different musical.
I know, but it just closed on Broadway.
I know, exactly.
And we may be having it here in Huntsville, I heard.
But what? This is like 2 years ago, right?
It is 2 years ago. We've got, actually...
I'm a Gemini, but I don't have that many personalities. I can't go forward and go backwards. What am I doing?
It was in 20... BeetleJuice Night with Havoc was in 23, right?
Okay, yeah, and...
So...
We're in 25.
We're in 25, so we've got Peter Pan Night with Havoc coming up.
So what are we wearing these for?
Because we haven't got the Peter Pan ones yet. And we've got a guest later on the show that are doing BeetleJuice Jr. Which I'm not sure how you do Beetlejuice Jr.
I don't know how you cage that animal. I mean, he's a hot mess. Coming up out of the ground from out of the cemetery and everything else.
Do you remember when we were talking? So you can only say the name so many times, right? Do you remember when we did that episode and we said the name too many times and every camera went down?
Boom.
That stuff you just cannot write.
But I thought we were talking about 6 today.
Well, 6 is coming up, yes. Let's stop that because we're going to get a copyright violation on YouTube.
We have, we have a contract. We have a contract with the show. It's our property.
YouTube does not care about our contract.
I'm going to call my lawyer.
Please do. Every time I see a copyright violation from YouTube on something digital for us, I'm like...
Do you know what that is? I'd love to do that to my guy. Go.
When we had a bagpipe player in front of the concert hall playing a song and we got a copyright violation, I'm like, I cannot possibly own this piece of music any more than we currently do.
Okay, I think I pushed the button, didn't I?
A little bit, but yes, I still buy stock in Alphabet.
He pushes mine all the time. Paybacks are hell.
But yes, I do still buy.
Hell is for children.
I do still buy stock in Alphabet. And they only own 92% of all digital advertising going in the world right now.
So we got BeetleJuice Jr. today.
Yes.
Okay.
And we've got Girl on Train.
I'm like, you're going to do what? What? I mean, that's like a intense, high energy, fast-paced thriller of a movie.
Oh, yes.
And I'm just kind of going, ooh. Wow.
Oh, I know. I can't wait to see it on stage.
It's like, can you imagine being that pressure cooker the whole time?
Well, they're standing right over there.
They're cooking. They're quite hot. They're cooking. They're like, blah, blah, blah.
So I think with all that, we should cut to a break so we can get our guests out here. And
Who's going first? Who's going first? Who's going first?
Jr.
Yay!
Okay.
No costume change.
We've gotten the word from Offset, so we will see you guys in just a few minutes.
Get your hands up, let's go! 6 is the winner of 23 awards and the most royal party on Broadway. It's an exhilarating pop rock avalanche and a total blast. A high-energy history remix 500 years in the making that speaks vibrantly to today. 6 the Musical is Broadway's euphoric celebration. Now 6 is coming to the Von Braun Center for 1 week only starting February 4th.
We're 6.
Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
The Deep Comics and Games has the largest selection of comics, board games, toys, and collectibles in North Alabama. With thousands of comics arriving weekly. Choose from the classics by DC and Marvel to the newest generation of heroes. Offering comics in every genre, The Deep has a comic for everyone. Selling your collection, The Deep is always buying and will give you the most cash for your stash. The Deep Comics and Games, 2310 South Memorial Parkway, just south of Office Depot.
The high-flying adventure begins. Join Peter, Wendy, Tiger Lily, and Captain Hook on an adventure to Neverland for the entire family. Think the loveliest thoughts and get ready to take flight. Peter Pan. At the Von Braun Center, April 22nd through 27th. On sale at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. We have added a Kelly, even though I can't say your name and not say Kelly Brown.
That's what it is.
I got a question about that.
Yeah.
Do you mind my asking?
Oh, please.
Is that a stage name?
Absolutely not. That's
Oh,
my
it's
name.
not?
No.
Okay, I thought for sure. I was going, that's a stage name.
Kelly Brook, first name, Brown, last name. But really, everybody calls me KB, so I'm fine with
Okay.
that. Yeah.
I guess I'm not in that club.
Why?
Excuse me.
I don't know why. Why am I not in that club?
You just didn't buy a ticket, I guess. I don't know, because you could be.
Anyhow, we've added a Kelly, and we've also added a Britton.
I was going to say, you cannot forget Britain, please.
I would never forget
Do
Britain.
you not know that
It's one of the greatest countries in the world. It's called Great Britain.
He is great.
the star of the show has arrived, so do pay attention.
Yeah. Get with it.
Yes.
Yes. Britain, what are you doing, sir?
John, I'm just hanging out, man.
Oh,
Doing
Are
some-
you
doing some-
Beetlejuice?
He's Beetlejuice. That's what I'm
Beetlejuice,
trying to tell you.
Oh wow!
He made us wear these ugly jerseys in his honor.
These are not ugly
I
jerseys.
I think they're
Did
pretty
you,
awesome.
did you just cut on my work?
I think your jerseys are awesome.
They're quite graphic. Wouldn't you say we belong behind? Don't you think we belong behind bars?
They look a lot like referee jerseys.
I don't think I'd want Beetlejuice refereeing my game, though.
Anyhow, so you two are here to tell us about Beetlejuice Jr.
Yes.
So tell us about Beetlejuice Jr.
So it's coming up at the end of January and the first couple of days of February. So 30th, 31st, and the 1st. And our show's actually going to be in Boaz, but it's presented by the Lighthouse Theatre Company, and we're based in Albertville. And Britain's playing Beetlejuice.
So how do you turn into Beetlejuice?
I don't know. I kind of just get in the mindset of somebody who's real old and decrepit and probably mad about some things as well. You
Will,
know?
I think he's talking about you.
Somebody
Sorry,
who's
he
been
set it
dead a
up. I
long
had to do
time. You know?
So,
I don't know.
do you have past experience in being dead?
No, I can't say I do, but you know, when I
He
wake
did
up in
feel
the
dead
mornings,
about 2 days ago.
pretty
There was some
close.
it going around the
Oh,
so-
okay.
Yeah, everyone is
so,
sick.
you know,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Junk going.
So
Valley of Death.
what is the best part of playing Beetlejuice? Which I imagine there's lots of good parts.
there's a bunch of good parts. I love doing the voice. First off, I just love doing voices.
Well, pop it out for us.
It's showtime! But I just love being able to just be way over the top and use all my energy, you know.
Are you
Just
naturally
being
this way?
naturally this way?
High energy and yeah.
Some days.
I mean, or does it take like
Like
B12?
I
sport drinks?
think he's kind of laid back.
Oh, okay. Chill to the will. Okay.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of laid back.
Okay, cool.
He played
a
Billy
little
Flynn for us last year in Chicago. So Billy Flynn all the way to Beetlejuice.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So how do you adapt Beetlejuice, which we just recently had?
Yeah.
And I saw. So I'm like, how do you adapt that to a quote unquote junior version?
So like the touring version and the Broadway version, what we call the full version, has a lot of language. It has a lot of
That's
like
an understatement.
innuendos in it. But the cool thing is, iTheatrics MTI Junior took the script, cut out a lot of those nasty things, and just kind of kept the basic story of Beetlejuice like you see in the movie. Added, kept the songs without the bad words, and turned it into a 60-minute production, optional for kids and high school students. It's
I'm
really
curious for a lot of the kids that you work with. The second version of the movie came out last year.
Yeah.
But prior to that, were the kids excited about the idea of Beetlejuice before then? Because before then, it primarily would have appealed to the three of us and not to Britain.
You would think so, but like a lot of kids are really into a lot of those cult classic movies and
Okay.
musicals that you see, or that still tour and things like that. So when Beetlejuice came to town, a ton of our kids went to see it, and I'm calling their mom like, "Are you aware that you're going to learn some things?"
Now, it was
And
definitely
so-
PG-13.
It was definitely, but a lot of our kids went and loved it. I mean, it's just part of growing up, I guess, and being aware that you can hear things. You don't have to say it, but
So as I know you've been doing this a number of years, but as you grow and do each new show, what are some of the things that change or have developed or get bigger and better for you there at Lighthouse?
The cool thing that we have at Lighthouse is that they start at 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of our kids that are graduating this year came to us when they were 3.
Mm.
So like little tiny babies. And so we've watched them grow, and they've grown from doing, Cool Ice or whatever we did this past summer with our preschool camp. And now last year they were
Rainbow fish.
Yes, we did Rainbow Fish, and then they get older and they get old enough to explore some of those adult topics and themes and say some PG-13 words, and it draws in a different audience, but they're getting ready to go off to their next level, so they have to be prepared to see, hear, and do some of those next things.
What do you think are some of the key, maybe 3 or 4 things that most of the kids that you work with, from the beginning to the end, all these kids are not going to go out and become stars and celebrities.
Right.
But what are some key sort of skill sets and things that they learn that they take with them that help them towards their next level?
A lot of our kids that have graduated from our program are in medicine, they're lawyers. I have a large handful of kids that are lawyers. You got to learn confidence, how to speak in public, how to do research, how to conduct yourself professionally in front of an audience of strangers or an audience of family and friends. It teaches them time management, self-responsibility, how to do things in a flash, like how to adjust in the moment. I mean, it's not just about singing, acting, dancing. It's in the theater, I think that we do our best to try to train the whole person. So we want them to come out not just as good artists, but ultimately as good people. That's our goal.
Awesome.
nice.
Yeah.
So we got to cut to a break shortly. Where, when, how to get tickets?
So you can get tickets online at ludus.com. We'll share the link and everything to buy tickets.
Spell that for us too.
What?
Ludus, is that what you said?
Ludus.
Okay,
Ludus.
that's what I thought.
Yes, it's a great ticketing platform.
I'm kind of stupid, so you got to bear with me.
You're not stupid. No. And it's going to be at the Event Center in Boaz, and it's January 30th, 31st, and February 1st. And BeetleJuice Jr. Britton's carrying the show.
Okay, and are we encouraged to wear our Havoc jerseys and come see it?
Oh my gosh. Listen, I think every single person should dress up like BeetleJuice or Delia or Lydia and come to the show in character. Okay, my favorite character though is the shrunken head guy. So if somebody shows up as that guy, you're getting in free.
Oh,
I think that somebody's going to be calling the cops, though, too.
I'm going to shrink his head and bring him with me.
Please do. Yeah, make sure he's got a ponytail to carry him though, yeah?
So we will see you guys in just a few minutes with Theater Huntsville taking their spot.
Woohoo!
Mamma Mia, the original record-breaking Broadway production returns. Celebrate the 25th anniversary of the most exhilarating smash hit musical ever. Coming to the Von Braun Center March 28th through 30th. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Looking for high energy, fast-paced, non-stop fun? Come experience Havoc Hockey live. Get your tickets now at HavocTix.com.
Les Miserables, still the world's most popular musical. Experience the breathtaking production that leaves both audiences and critics awestruck. Les Miserables.
Les Miserables, May 6th through 11th. Tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL. We have gone from BeetleJuice and our Havoc jerseys to, what's the show?
The Girl on the Train with Theater Huntsville.
I mean, and we're talking...
Fantastic freaking book, fantastic freaking show. I can't tell you how excited I am.
Oh, good. We're excited as well.
Yes, we are.
What were you going to say?
I don't know. I know you kind of bowled me over with your excitement there. I'm not sure what to do with it.
Have you read it?
No.
You don't read books, so I know that.
Unless it's a book on tape, and I've never heard of one of those either.
The movie, though. I mean, what a thrill ride.
Oh, yeah. The movie's great. There's a movie.
It's a movie?
Emily Blunt.
Woo!
Sorry, things happen. Yes, it's a movie.
Oh.
And Cher's alive and Tina's dead.
Oh.
Let's don't go back.
So I am most thrilled and amazed by this being done live on stage, because I know what a powerhouse the movie is with all the action and thrill, the adventure. How is that created live on stage with Theater Huntsville's production of The Girl on the Train?
Well, a lot of it is through the narrative, obviously. You don't really know who a reliable narrator might be, because everyone has sort of their own
So
things going
In
on.
books, unreliable narrators are the best.
I agree.
Yes,
So
I
for
totally agree.
The people that are out there who don't know this story, what is The Girl on the Train about?
So The Girl on the Train is about a girl named Rachel who rides a train. She's sort of lost everything. She's at a very low point in her life, been there. And she sort of gets involved with this case about a woman that she used to watch from her train, who in her eyes has everything, is perfect, has everything she's ever lost. And when this woman goes missing, she sort of gets tangled up in the investigation because she gets a little obsessed, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. And so is that the character you play?
Correct, yes, I'm
Oh,
Rachel.
I was going to say, your eyes just came full of fire there. And I was
So
like, ooh.
it's funny. You play the girl on the train, but you play the missing girl.
That's right.
So how are you here if you're missing?
Well, you know, it's theater. It's magic.
But then you're on stage. You're not missing through the entire show,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah, we were just talking about this. It's really interesting to me because most of my character is seen through flashbacks. So all of my scenes are flashbacks that other people have experienced with Megan, which is my character's name.
Did the butler do it?
We don't
That
have
was
butlers.
Clue. We just saw that.
We can't tell you who did it.
Oh, okay.
If there's a doing.
Right.
Oh.
We
Yeah.
don't even know.
Yeah.
Is it one of those things where you went missing on purpose and you don't want to ever be found?
That's a different
I don't know.
Oh, different book.
If she did that, she would not have been on our TV show currently. I'm just saying.
What? If they said theater magic, I mean, I'm just kind of going along with the ride.
You
So
never know.
literally, I did not know there was a movie of this, and I'm a big fan of the book, and I've even seen the stage show. So how do you bring it to life?
I think our director was really focused on having a very, very pared down set so that it's all about the people and the characters that are in the show. So it's our job as actors to make sure that all of that thrill and drama and intensity is there, but it's really just on us. There's not much to distract you.
No pressure.
I can really describe a way for you to understand. It's like, it sounds similar to, there's this brand new production of Sunset Boulevard on Broadway with Nicole Scherzinger, okay?
Very pared down.
Very,
Yeah.
I mean, literally, the way that it's done, and I know Kip can verify everything I say, they literally strip away everything down to the bare words, the people, they're dressed in nothing but black, and these cameras that are in their faces. And so when you strip everything away and all you have are the people and those words, they become so much more deep, meaningful, and impactful to the audience that's watching, and it becomes almost, it goes deeper than if you had all the pageantry that went along with it.
Absolutely, yeah. It's way more visceral and raw
Yes.
because all of these people are reliving, all of them are
Yes.
reliving really dark, traumatic experiences in front of an audience, and there's nothing to distract you. It's just you reliving these experiences.
It's fun.
Okay, so I say we, but everyone comes at musicals or theater in a different form or fashion. Like Kip over there loves dark and depressing shows. Yep.
You better show up then, because we got you.
They got a seat for you, front row.
I am not a dark and depressing show fan.
Okay.
And I did not take away from the book that it was dark and depressing. But the way you're making the show sound, it sounds kind of dark and depressing.
Well, it's not depressing.
But dark. It's dark.
It is dark, but I feel like really and truly, like they say, acting is just holding a mirror to humanity, and everybody has experienced some form of darkness. And so it's our job to show that to the audience and make sure that they can understand that people are just people. I don't think there's going to be one single audience member who doesn't relate to at least one of the trigger warnings that our show covers,
And
because there are a
few.
lot.
Okay.
And it's interesting because when you were talking to them, you had a reaction, and my reaction to her was like, she instantly pulled me in, and I went, ooh, I want to know more. Exactly. I mean, so I find this very, very intriguing and very exciting that with the words and your portrayals that you are going to take the audiences on this amazing journey through this sort of kind of dark situation.
Absolutely.
So before you expound too far, we have to cut to a break. Do you ladies mind staying with us for one more segment of the show?
Sure, let's chat.
Okay. We got to talk about where to get tickets and when it is.
Exactly.
Exactly. I know.
It went way too fast, way too far, or way too far away. Anyhow, we will see you guys in just a few minutes.
Six is the winner of 23 awards on Broadway and a euphoric celebration. Now, Six is coming to the Von Braun Center for 1 week only, starting February 4th. Get tickets at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Buying or selling your home? Why not trust a legend? Huntsville native Karen Farrell can make the process fun, exciting, and easy. Enjoy the biggest investment of your life. Call a legend, Karen Farrell of Legend Realty, 468-4626, or find her on Facebook.
The high-flying adventure begins. Join Peter, Wendy, Tiger Lily, and Captain Hook on an adventure to Neverland for the entire family. Think the loveliest thoughts and get ready to take flight. Peter Pan at the Von Braun Center, April 22nd through 27th. On sale at BroadwayTheaterLeague.org.
Have you listened to Mix 96.9? The 80s, 90s, and more, with the best variety.
Mix 96.9.
Fun and upbeat. Mix 96.9.
The best variety of 80s, 90s, and more.
Mix 96.9.
Welcome back to Show and Tell with BTL, and we're totally talking Girl on a Train right now.
Theater Huntsville.
And before we cut to the break, you were talking about some of the trigger warnings for this show.
Yes.
What are they?
Well, I don't want to talk about it to discourage anybody from coming because
no, come see it.
It's fantastic, and I think it's done in a really fantastic way with this script. So it's talked about. It's not really in your face all the time, but it is human nature. So it's good to talk about. We have alcoholism, domestic violence, murder, infertility issues, infant death, a conversation about infant death.
Yeah.
Which can be a trigger.
There are several content warnings, but it is just such an excellent show.
Script, yeah.
It's cathartic.
Yeah.
is the word that I keep coming back to.
Well, and like I was saying, talking about Kip earlier, he loves to see things that are like that. And, and a lot of people do. What's your favorite part of the show, being the missing girl?
Oh, my favorite part. I mean, I don't want to sound selfish, but I do love, I have one monologue that's really powerful to me. And I think that it's just been really great for my acting career, I say.
You got to pop set a part of it.
No, I'm not, you got to pay for that. But I just
never sat through her monologue without crying.
She did.
Check.
But it's just, this is the first role that I've ever played that had anything to do with motherhood after I've become a mother. And so it's something that's really powerful, and I connect more with it than I have any other role before. And I know that if I wasn't a mother, I don't think that I'd be able to pull it off.
It is a sight
in the
to
same
see.
way. So that's my favorite part, just because it's a challenge to me, and it's the first time I've ever been super emotional on stage.
It's a challenge to the rest of us who are trying not to be super emotional while you're doing it.
So what is your favorite part, being the girl on the train?
Oh, I can't. Ooh, the first thing that popped into my head was a huge spoiler.
We almost got it.
Well,
I got checked on that once already.
Everything that I've ever been through in my personal life that has helped me relate to a character like Rachel has been a pretty dark time in my life. So while that is difficult to go through, it is the best catharsis to be able to act that out and just lay into somebody.
I want you both to know what the four of us have just done for everybody watching here. What you as actors bring to the role becomes a part of the character and vice versa. And also as audience members, what we bring to the show with us becomes a reflection on what we experience live on stage.
And that's why we're coming back to
And
do
that's
it.
very true, because he and I have seen the exact same show at the exact same time and come away with a totally different experience.
Yeah.
I love that.
On more than one occasion.
Exactly.
Good.
I think there are a lot of characters in our show that a lot of people will love or hate, depending on where they sit. Not in the actual theater, but in life.
Yes. I really think we need to talk about the business of showbiz here for just a second. We definitely need to know everything about the girl on the train. When is the show? Where is it? How do they get tickets?
Yes.
Et cetera, et cetera. Please take us away.
Go ahead, Haley.
Oh, well, our show is the first weekend in January.
I thought she was Megan.
Or the last weekend in January, the first weekend in February.
She was also Megan.
So at the end of this month and the very first weekend in February, it's at the Von Braun Playhouse. And you can get your tickets online at Theater Huntsville's website, which is theaterhsv.org. You can buy your tickets there, or you can buy them there at the box office when you show up.
Well, and I will tell you from personal experience with recent Theater Huntsville things, don't expect to walk up to the box office and buy
That's very
tickets.
true. Buy ahead.
Buy ahead.
Also, all of our play is done in the well, like on the floor, which is the thing that we don't usually do. It's usually done on the stage, and so the closer you are to the floor, the closer you're going to be to us because we're in your face the entire time.
See, that's why I like to sit in the back.
And Kip will sit in the front.
Kip will sit in the...
Yes.
He will be up there weeping with you.
Good.
He will too, though.
Yeah, okay. I gotta have a heart.
We love that about you.
So, one more time, what was the where to get them?
It's theaterhsv.org. That's the website for Theater Huntsville. You can also find out how you can volunteer and be part of Theater Huntsville. We love community theater, but the community is also part of community theater. It's not just the actors or the people who are putting it on. You can volunteer to be behind the scenes or show up at auditions. All of that is online.
I'm sure neither one of you probably know the exact answer to this, but roughly how many people are involved in this production?
It's a small principal cast, maybe 8 to 10 people, and then we've got a small ensemble as well.
Okay, but like behind the scenes, just overall, because I think a lot of people that may be watching this don't know how many people actually go into making a production.
Absolutely.
There's usually at least as many people behind the scenes, and we may never even see them. They're just so good at what they do. It's magic.
Oh,
sound engineers and our director, our AD, our stage manager, our assistant stage manager, all of the theater gremlins, you don't know where they are, but they do all the work.
So
we just show up.
Theater gremlins?
Sure.
They're all the little elves that make all the magic happen that you don't see.
I know what a gremlin is, but
there it is.
So I've been around Theater Huntsville for a long time, and I've been around this show for our BTL.
You've been at BTL almost 10 years.
And I've never heard theater
She might have just
gremlin
trademarked that, but I enjoy it.
Yes.
So.
Trademark that right when you get off the set.
You can't say it again.
I love that term.
Well,
Theater gremlin.
Well, we're very excited all about The Girl on the Train. Many, many break a legs to you both and everybody in the show and the cast. Have the best time ever. I know that Huntsville is absolutely going to love this production, and I can't wait to be sitting there front row just like taking me on this great train ride.
Yay.
And before we go, we have to do the wrap around to the first segment. And don't forget, if you're in North Alabama, to go see BeetleJuice Jr. With our wonderful friends up in Albertville.
There you go. See you there.
And we will see you next week.